Yes, so welcome to my review of the Kinera Celest Gumiho, if that's a correct pronunciation. And this uses a one balanced armature and one planar, so it's a hybrid. And for $50, it's got crazy kind of packaging. And I've got the one with the effect, as you can see on there. I think it's the 9-tailed fox. So quite unique, and it's good to see this for like the $50 price point. And yeah, I like to usual disclaimers. I like to thank Linsol for sending me this sample, so thank you very much. I was not paid to do this video, and all thoughts and opinions are my own. And yeah, I haven't tried these so far, but like I said, for the $50 price point, these are very, very unique compared to the video I've just done before this. So let's get into it. So I managed to get them on the black with the effect on the back. You can see the fox with the tails. Again, there's the one with the keyring. So just a bit of information. If you want to read this, just pause the video. Bit of backstory and specs. So one planar, one BA, 0.782 pin, sensitivity, impedance, which is really low at 9. There's a kind of graph from the company. Yeah, let's see what this is like. Feels kind of like a slightly soft presentation. The keyring there, the 9-tailed fox. Grab these up. Again, good to see at this kind of price. So, if we can zoom in. Very, very unique. Again, you can get these in all black and all white, but I think they look kind of boring. This with the effect, as you can see, it's 3D. It's very unique. Obviously 2-pin. There's a lip on the nozzle. That's what else you get. So you get some documentation. The 9-tailed fox. Quite a lot of information about the shell tuning. Again, the graph, the specs, information about the cable. So it's a 4-core. What's meant to be included in the box, and like social media links, and just a bit of warranty information there. So let's see what we get. So nice case. The Celest. Cleaning brush. The cable itself. So obviously 2-pin. It's got the mark on it if you don't know which is the right way around. See 3.5. The Celest. Obviously I'll see what this is like. Looks quite a nice cable. So 2 sets of tips. So kind of a wide bore there. Let's see what this one's like. So yeah. So both of us slightly wider bore, so I'll have to see what those are like and see what suits me. And yeah, to have another look. So yeah, quite a unique design. I like that. It's good to see something different. So yeah, obviously I haven't tried these yet at all. So obviously I get usual impressions, a few hours with them, different music, graph them and all that stuff. And I'll see you in the next clip. Yes, so welcome to my review part of the Kinera Celest. So let's get straight into comfort. Now, I found the comfort was okay. Well, it's pretty good, not the best, but it takes sometimes some adjustments. So that's what it looks like on the outer side with the 9-tail fox. It looks like on the inner part. It's actually okay, it's not too bad at all. So yeah, onto the cable, which is, I thought was pretty good. It suits the aesthetics, you know, like the black and white there. Black and what kind of white there, well, silvery, but it's looks very similar, but it looks good, and the cable seems fine. So kind of build quality and aesthetics of the actual units. These vents there, kind of three-dimensional. Get my words out, as you can see. But it's fine. Build's fine. It's like an all plastic build, but I don't have any issues with it. Kind of a turbine style kind of grill. And yeah, so let's talk about resolution. So I thought it was kind of average, as this is a hybrid, kind of a different one, which I'll explain to when I get to the sound. Resolution is okay. Tonality sounds a little bit off, because the BA that they've used is actually in the nozzle. So it's kind of where my little finger is, it's just behind there. I always find it's better when it's further into the shell, but it's not, it's there. So it sounds, it's probably just behind the grill. When companies tend to do that, it can sound kind of unnatural, because BAs are normally dampened. But when they're not dampened, it sounds kind of, it's an unnatural kind of sound. Yeah, so pound sensitivity, excuse me, I didn't really have any problems with it. It seemed, whatever the hardware's in there, didn't seem very difficult to drive. It seemed slightly picky though on its source, but not too bad. I've tried worse than that really. And stage, I thought the stage was enough. Just enough. It can, you know, it's still kind of in your head. They're not like, I'd prefer it to be bigger stage, because the sound still feels like it's in your head kind of stage, if you know what I mean. But yeah, let's talk about sound. So I'm going to overlay the graph now. And yeah, as you can see, overall, it's a warmer sound, as you can see. Also, it sounds to me like it sounds more like it's a dynamic driver and a BA hybrid. It doesn't sound like a planar. Now, somebody opened this up to see what the driver looks like, and it's not a traditional planar, and to me it doesn't sound like one. It sounds like a DD. Now, real planars extend a lot more. Now, the overall graph, you can see, like after the 8K peak, it drops off. So it seems to behave like a DD and BA. Planars have loads more extension than this, but this is much cheaper. But yeah, they do have a warmer sound, probably too much, which distracts from details in a way. And what doesn't help is, so that big dip after like 3.5 to 4, and it dips a lot. Now there is, you miss a lot of details, which I found, I wouldn't say they sound dark, but they don't have the detail that you would expect a planar BA hybrid to have. I think it's because it's not a true planar, and because the BA only can probably do so much. I don't know the brand of balanced armature, but when they say it's a customized one, it's not Sonian or Knowles, for example. But overall sound it's on the bassist side. It has enough forward vocal presentation. There's enough detail, but it should be, I think, better for what it is. As you can see, it drops off quite a bit. And at higher volume, you tend to get sibilants. On lower volume, you don't. So maybe that's the BA struggling slightly, maybe, with how it works. But on the whole, the overall sound it's not too bad. Again, these are, I think, $49.99, so $50 basically, and they do perform well enough for it. But yeah, on the warmer side, male vocals do sound kind of thick. The mids, I wouldn't say it sounds V, but they're not really that prominent. I'd want it a bit more. I think it's because the bass shelf is too big, I think, mate. And then because it distracts you from basically kind of everything else. They're not bass monsters, but I think because it bleeds a bit too much, it just distracts you really. But yeah, I thought I'd do the sound part a bit different in this video, because I normally do bit by bit. But anyway, yeah, on the whole, they're not too bad. So conclusion, do I recommend these? For $50, they're actually okay. I can see why they charged $50, Because if, for example, if they wanted to charge more, I don't think they're worth that, to be honest. They're worth $50, but I treat them more like a dynamic driver and a BA, not a planar and a BA. And they do work okay. I wish the bass was a bit more under control, and it didn't have that big dip and the treble. But I think they've done what they can with the hardware. Again, this is affordable. But on the whole, I think it's okay. It could have been better, but they didn't charge stupid money for it, in my opinion. But yeah, on the whole, it's okay. It just depends if it suits your genre. As you can see, the lower treble is forward, but only that bit. So obviously there's a big dip. I'm not quite sure if you don't have the 8K what these would actually be like, but they do seem to be missing a lot of treble detail, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, I'll probably end it there. I probably won't go on too long, but it's good to see things unique. So I'm glad they released this because it's different. And I say for $50, it's okay. It's worth the $50. Obviously, it's got good aesthetics, cable. You know, it's unique. They were unique, but I think they're okay. I'm not quite sure what I was going to expect from these, but I think they're okay. If they charged like $80 or $90, I don't think they would have been worth that. But I think for $50, you know, they're okay. But yeah, they're not. I don't think they're a true planar. They don't sound like it. And yeah, I'll probably end it there. So if I know anything more in particular about these, as usual, just let me know in the comments and I'll give it a read. Thanks for watching and take care.